A message we have all been waiting for. Not from a palace press office, but from the man himself. In a video released moments ago, King Charles III has addressed the nation and the world with words of cautious, heartfelt optimism. And within them, he has delivered the phrase millions have hoped to hear. There is good news. This is Royal Report 24/7, and we are bringing you the immediate, in-depth analysis of a personal address that transcends royal duty and touches on universal hope. This is a moment of national exhale. To understand its full significance, you need to be here. Subscribe and hit the bell. The king, seated at his desk in the bow room, surrounded by the personal symbols of his reign, but speaking with the vulnerability of any person who has faced a serious illness, began by thanking the public for their support. He called the thousands of letters and messages a great comfort and encouragement. And then, he delivered the update. The side effects of the treatment are, of course, wearing, he said, acknowledging the struggle with an honesty rarely seen from a monarch. But I have been so greatly heartened by the positive progress being made and the truly wonderful good wishes from around the world. He paused, a small, genuine smile touching his eyes. And I want to share that with the diligent work of my medical team, I can now confirm that my treatment is progressing in the right direction. This is, as I am sure you can imagine, the most welcome good news. Let's break down the monumental weight of this simple statement. Point 1. The personalization of the monarchy. This was not a clinical bulletin. This was a man sharing a personal milestone. By saying, I wanted to share, he transformed from a patient into a communicator, creating a direct, emotional bond with the public. He allowed us to see not just the king, but Charles, the human being, expressing relief and gratitude. This level of controlled, dignified transparency is a historic shift, bringing the modern monarchy closer to its people through shared vulnerability. Point 2. The strategic good news. The phrase is deliberately chosen. It is not cured. It is not in remission. It is good news and progressing in the right direction. It manages expectations while providing immense relief. It is a realistic hope, which makes it a more powerful and believable one. It reassures the nation about the stability of the head of state without making grand promises he cannot keep. Point 3. The silent message of continuity. By delivering this message himself, from his desk, looking composed and purposeful, he visually embodies the continuity he is verbally confirming. The subtext is powerful. The institution is stable. I am here, I am working, and I am fighting. It is a visual and verbal rebuke to any speculation about a rushed transition or a power vacuum. Point 4. The nod to the heir. In a subtle but significant moment, he referenced being keen to return to some form of public duty soon, and in doing so, expressed his pride in the Princess of Wales for her courage in speaking about her own treatment. This does two things. It acknowledges the shared familial experience of illness, and it gracefully passes the baton of public empathy, unifying the family narrative in a moment of health challenges. The reaction within the palace, according to our sources, is one of sober jubilation. There is relief, but it is tempered by the ongoing nature of the fight. For Prince William and the Queen, this is the lifting of an immense private burden. For the nation, it is a reminder of the fragility that touches every family, royal or not. King Charles's video message is more than a medical update. It is a lesson in leadership through vulnerability, a masterclass in managing public sentiment with grace and honesty. He shared his good news, and in doing so, he gave the country a piece of its own. The message is delivered. A nation breathes easier. At Royal Report 24/7, we recognize the moments when pageantry gives way to profound humanity. This was one of them. To follow the king's continued recovery and the monarchy's path forward from this point of hope, stay with us. Subscribe now, share in this moment of relief with a like, share this analysis of a historic address, and ring that bell. The news is good. The future, once again, looks forward. This is Royal Report 24/7.